Today's world is a changing world. There are many things which have changed. There are a lot of permutations and combinations which have changed. Interrelationships have changed. But there is one particular aspect that we would like to talk about in this particular podcast. We'd like to talk about education. In India, education is a very, very important part of our lives. Parents go to any extent to make their children educated. Today, we have with us a very experienced veteran in the education industry, especially the school education industry. He has more than 40 years of experience in this particular domain, in this particular specialization. He has rose from a modest teacher to the founder, chairman, and correspondent of schools. Today we have Dr. R. Kishore Kumar, the founding chairman of St. John's Public Schools. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, brother.
We have a lot of questions. We, as the public, as a parent, as a student, we have a lot of questions. This world is completely changed. 10 years, 20 years ago, everything was permanent. We had a structure to believe in. But now Harvard University says that it is VUCA world. Everything is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. And in this particular realm, when everything is changing second to second, you are a person who has stood in one industry for more than 40 years. So we would like to say, and we would like to ask you, what is it that you have seen change from before to now and looking forward?
Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. Though you said 40 years, there could have been a lot of changes, but nothing could change the power of education. It stands the same, it's a towering one. Maybe the products have changed, the process has changed, but the phenomenon of education remains the same. Maybe I would have seen a lot of changes emerging, evolving around the world of education. Right from the time I've been a very studious and a sincere student in classroom, lovable to the teachers. Then came a system that I evolved as a teacher, evolved as a administrator in the school education, an academic expert. But what I've been enjoying in this, the importance that families give for education, the societies gives for education, the government gives for education. So people will say that we got the relay from the British people, but they laid the foundation for education in India. But I also say India is very powerful in its thought. We cannot have one more Thiruvalluvar. We cannot have one more Tagore. See the power of education these people have given to us. But today, the modernization of the society had taken the education to a different perspective. That's all. The view, the way we look at the education may be different, but education remains in the same place. It's like how do you look at the earth? Earth remains the same. The sun remains the same. How do you look at it? We can make a lot of researches on education, but whatever said and done, it comes its own life when it reaches a child in a classroom, a student in the classroom, a college student in the classroom, and what type of education they in the present system receives from the faculty, the teachers. How do the curriculum presents itself? How do the great philosophers around the world of education brings a conceived value of education into the package of education, give it to them, is what matters. And I also want to tell you, Mr. Emmanuel, the clientele matters. You can go down to the education to find out the foundation of education, or you can grow up to the research level. It's between your strength. How do you want to look at education? What decides education? But this education remains the same great phenomenon in this world. This is what is my understanding as a teacher.
But I am a little amazed because I know you as an innovator. And from you, I was expecting an answer that yes, it has changed, it has become multifarious, and there is a plethora of opportunities which are there. And you coming back to the roots and saying that nothing has changed, the core remains the same.
Yeah.
It actually makes us to rethink
Now, where it changes or where you feel it is getting changed, it's what the necessity of education.
Mm.
See, people have changed. Education has not changed.
Yes.
The society has changed. Education has not changed. That's what is my understanding. Education remains the same. See, today, a great literate cannot write a couplet like what Thiruvallur did.
Yes.
He had an education what was so powerful then. So you
Mhm.
can't say that. Even today's architect cannot build a Taj Mahal, the beautiful Taj Mahal, what those people have built. We cannot. See, that's what we call the essence of education remain the same. How do you look at education? Our needs are different. So you should
Yes.
understand our needs are becoming different. For an agricultural person, our needs are different. For
Mm.
the person living in the urban society, needs are different. If you want to become a scientist, the needs are different. You want to be a doctor, but when he thinks, no, I want to be an earner, just want to earn and go, that its needs are different.
Yes.
We are the one who are making different aspect of
Mm.
education, right? From the societal need to the truthful need to the faithful need, the commercial needs of education are changing. Understood?
Mm.
Now, I can teach the same alphabets
Mm.
in a small classroom, even underneath the tree. I can teach the same in a well-defined corporate building with so much of extra fitting. I can teach, but the essence remain the same. Am I right
Yes.
now? Now I
Yes.
think I
Yes.
make you
Of
understand.
course. Of
That's
course.
where the essence remain the same. That's what I mean by it.
Understood. Understood.
Yeah.